Hello, and welcome to Castle Point, VA. This is Tai Chi Easy, the next installment. So we've been working on Tai Chi Easy in the standing position, and we'll review that today, the Tai Chi 5 form. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start working on the walking form. And over the next couple of weeks, we'll be exploring that. Okay, so let's get started and hope you enjoy it. The first thing that we're going to do is just do a little warming up of the body. So we do these things called the swings. It's like what we're actually doing is we shift the weight, turn the waist, let your arms be like ropes. There's like no muscular force in your arms. Relax them and let them tap the body by the momentum of shifting the weight and turning the waist. And you can move that around different parts of the body. This wakes us up, gets the blood and chi flowing according to tradition. Right? We certainly want to get rich oxygenated blood flowing to every cell of the body. And all these practices aid that objective. And that's will bring us a lot of health benefits as we allow our blood to flow and circulate through the body. Going to do a little more. You can come up on the shoulders, tapping the arms, up on the shoulders, again on the rib cage a little bit. Very good. Then we're going to do this basic qigong movement called side bending. Right? It's also in yoga. So we just arch ourselves over. We're not shifting the weight. We're just arching over one side. One side opens and stretches, the other side closes. Let's feel this deep into the back, into your spine. The spine is flexing in a lateral orientation, which is, we don't normally move this way, but our spines can move this way. So we're creating more flexibility inside. Nice, slow, and deep breathing. Let yourself relax as you arch and bend. You go slowly and breathe deeply so you can relax a little bit more. That helps us go deeper into the stretch as well. Few more. Arching over to the side, good. And one more arching over, good. Now we're going to go in the opposite axis, so we're going to arch back, breathing in, looking up, protect your low back by tucking the tailbone under, then curling forward. Gently at first. And just curling forward. And you can like bend your knees, like you're getting almost into like a tucked position. Make a very loose fist. Arching up and then curling forward. And we're going down now into like a forward bend. But what we're doing is, what I'm doing is keep my knees bent, keep your back flat. Okay? Arching up, and the back is flat, the knees are bent, and we're doing a forward bend. And the stretch in the back side of the body, then stretching the front side of the body. And as we come up out of this, we want to be very careful to just be mindful of what's going on with our backs. opening up the front, and then stretching down the back. Feel that in the lower back, the hamstrings, all the muscles in the back and bottom. Very, very carefully coming up and staying. Good. All right, the next one we're going to do will be the last one for the warm-up. So knees are bent again. Nice bend knees to protect the back. My back is still pretty flat, and then we're going to circle. It's called spinning the wheel, turning the great wheel. Allow your hips to rotate. This feels great on the hips and low back. And only go into the form is, you want to stay, of course, you want to stay in your comfort zone. Let's get those hips to open up, back to open up, relaxing as we do it. And the more we relax, the more things will open up and stretch and flow. Okay, let's rest at the bottom, reverse direction. All right, and resting at the bottom again. And rolling up carefully. All right, good. So that's our warm up. So check inside, just feel how you're feeling. You should feel a little bit looser, more warmed up, ready to go. Now we'll do a little breathing practice, very gentle breathing practice, and also touch on this thing called the three treasures, which is really the heart of Tai Chi that you've done. It's the very heart of it. So the first treasure is the aligning of the body in a certain way. And you can think about it as aligning ourselves a certain way so that everything can flow. Kind of like electricity, right? Where all the switches are open and everything's all connected so the electricity can flow. And we call that the chi. So how do we do that? We start with the top of the head. It suspends gently up, lengthening up, and we relax our shoulders, put a little space on your arms so you can feel the weight of your arms. Then coming down to the tailbone, you want to put a nice bend in your knees, soft knees. Pretend like you're sitting down, even though you're standing, right? And what that means is you're tucking your tailbone under, you're tipping your pelvis up a little bit. And now the spine is long and open. Right? So we relax the knees, relax ankles. Now we get to the feet. And we want your weight to be even. We want the weight to be even around each foot. And this allows us to root into the ground. So we let from here down is heavy, 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 heavier all the way to the earth. And then up is lighter, lighter, lighter to the top of the head. It's just better. So that's alignment that facilitates flow and connection. The next is breathing. So we want to breathe here using the diaphragm muscle that runs underneath the rib cage. So as you expand your diaphragm muscle, the belly is going to expand out, massaging all the organs, and then as you exhale, the diaphragm releases back. So let's do a few of those. Slow breathing, long, without breaks, and deep. And now we're going to bring the arms into it. So we're going to breathe in, again, using the diaphragm, and then exhale, let the diaphragm contract. And then the last treasure, the third treasure, is our mental awareness of focus on mind. And when we do Tai Chi, as you know, we want to just stay in the present moment. We let go of the complexity of thinking, of any worrying, planning, ruminating, whatever we might do. We just notice and stay in the present by feeling our bodies from the inside out and outside in. And then also feeling the breath coming in and then exhaling. So the breathing, this gathering breath, we can imagine that we're gathering the breath in, and then it's purifying through the whole body, washing down this. You can even feel it like going back into the ground from the soles of the feet. You can use that image, breathing with the whole body, taking the breath through all the pores of our whole body. Breath is coming in, it's fresh, it's pure, and we're exhaling out the old, the stale, the impure, cleansing the whole body, all the organs, cleansing them, purifying them as we breathe. Okay, great. Let's take a moment just to notice how we're feeling. All these forms aim to calm us down and at the same time energize us. It's both. It's always a balance. That's the balance of Tai Chi, balance of opposites. So that is a Tai Chi, calming and energizing at the same time. Okay, good. Now, let's review the form. And you can refer back to past videos that are on the website, the Castle Point website for Tai Chi. If you missed the kind of step-by-step of learning the standing form. So I'm just going to review the standing form, opening to each side. And you'll notice we have the orange side cone, and the yellow side cone. The orange side cone is on your left, is your left hand, and the yellow side cone is your right hand. As we face each other, it's like we're a mirror. Right? So I'm going to shift the weight to the yellow side, leg stepping out to the orange side. And like we're holding, this is the universal pose, but we keep going, and we now hold the Tai Chi, this imaginary Tai Chi between our palms. Feel the connection between your palms, and then turn your waist, shift the weight. The bottom palm comes out, palm up, top palm goes back, palm down. Harmonize you together. Turn, create the Tai Chi. Turn your waist, shift the weight. So ever so slowly. We'll do 4. And now as you turn the waist, we form the Tai Chi. Now we're going to transition to the next form. We turn the Tai Chi over. We let the Tai Chi drop down. We turn our waist. We brush with the yellow side palm, send with the orange side palm. Turn your waist, form the Tai Chi. Drop the Tai Chi down, brushing and sending. Called brush knee, sending the Chi. And 4. And now we transition, we shift the weight to the yellow side, crossing the other side, outside, called embrace the tiger. Turn, let the arms swing out, drop the elbows, shift the weight, cut a path forward with the back hand, front hand drifts to the bottom, called cutting a path to clarity. There, shift the weight to the arm side, embrace the tiger, circle the arms open, turn the waist, the upper palm goes down, the lower comes up, palms face you, into cloud hands as you shift the weight, turn, change the palms, shifting the weight, carry the cloud. And turn, and embracing the tiger again, but circle the arms open, and then gathering earth and sky. Noticing and feeling all the sensations as we move through these varied forms that have different impacts on the body and organ systems. Right? We're relaxing, we're connecting to earth by rooting down, and we're connecting into the sky or into heaven by suspending the head top lightly up. And now we'll close this round of Tai Chi. We shift the weight to the yellow side, drawing our side right in. And exhaling down. Good. Now we'll open to the opposite side. So shift the weight to the arm side, stepping out into the yellow side. The arms come up like we're holding a big balloon, but we keep going, shifting the weight to the yellow side. Turn your waist. Shift the weight to the arm side. Bottom palm, palm up, top palm goes back, palm down. Harmonize moving down. Hold in, now we transition by turning the Tai Chi over. Drop, brushing and sending. On this side now. Turn your waist, form the Tai Chi, drop the Tai Chi, brush with the front hand, send with the back hand. Keeping your elbow down, keep your elbow down on that back hand. Send. Okay, now shifting the weight to the arm side. Embrace the tiger. Turn and open, arms swing out, drop your elbows, shift the weight, cut the path with the back hand, front hand comes back to the body. Shift the weight to the yellow side. Embrace the tiger, circle the arms open. Arm drifts to the bottom, turn the waist, upper hand goes down, lower comes up, down hands. And as we carry the cloud, the palms face your body. And circling underneath, embrace the tiger and gather earth and sky. step the legs together. Weight is in your inside leg. Step together, lift, breathe in, and exhale as we close. So that's the standing Tai Chi 5 form, opening to both sides. And that's a review. If you want more detail, please go back a few weeks and you can see the videos and get more information about that. Okay. All right, let's move on. We're going to start to learn the walking form. But first, before we do that, we're going to learn something about a different posture that we maintain as we move forward. So we're going to, we start with feet parallel. First, what we're going to do is pivot the arm side foot out. See, I'm pivoting my foot out about 45 degrees, something like that, close to that. Then I'm going to step forward, keeping my feet shoulder width apart. Okay, so now I'm in a stance called the bow stance. It's a traditional Tai Chi stance. And in this bow stance, my hips are facing forward. In this case, I'm facing the camera. Head top is suspending up. Tailbone is dropping down. I'm sitting down into the stance. My weight is mostly in the front leg. Right? And as we do this, you want to make sure that your knee, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see this a little better. You want to make sure your knee, the support of your knee stays right within your foot. And it doesn't go past your toes. And then we want to do that. Because if that happens, then we're not supporting our knee. And then that can cause knee pain, which of course we don't want to have anything to do with that. So notice the tailbone's dropping down, the head top is up, sitting down, right, in the stance. And right away, you're going to feel the work in this big muscle in the front leg. And that's, called the quadricep muscle. And it's good to work that muscle, right? Makes us strong, makes our core strong. Let's just play with that a little bit on the other side. So pivot the yellow side foot. Take one step forward with the orange side foot. Turn the waist so that the hips are directly facing the camera. That's what I'm orienting to. And you're orienting to your camera as you watch this video. Head top is up, tailbone is down. Weight is mostly in the front leg. As much as you can shift there while maintaining that orientation of your knee staying in the front. Okay, good. Good. Now let's do a little bit more. We're going to, pivot the arm side foot, take one step forward with yellow shoulder lift. Now we're going to talk about weight shift, how to shift the weight. So we shift forward, keep the hips facing forward. Now just shift the weight back 100% so that there's nothing in the front leg. Sit yourself down in that back leg. Like good. Shift the weight forward, maybe 50, 60, 70%, something like that. Shift the weight back 100%. Shift the weight forward and shift the weight back. Right, because you remember we were shifting the weight when our feet were parallel. Now we're shifting the weight in the bow stance and then shifting it back to what's called the back stance. Right, and this is a little bit more advanced, a little bit more difficult to do. Okay, let's work it on the other side. Feet are parallel, pivot the other side foot, take one step forward. Shift the weight back, sit down so that there's nothing in the front foot. And then shift forward, protecting the knee. Shift back, and then shift forward. Back, and forward. Okay, so that's the simple type of weight shift, but in Tai Chi, we always move in circles and spirals. And this is much better for developing the body, creating that internal flow of blood, energy, fluids, everything, like a dynamic river inside. And as we get that river flowing, that has tremendous health benefits. So this is the greatest thing about Tai Chi, this moving in circles and spirals, moving the body together. connected unit, right? So now we shift the weight forward. Now to shift the weight back, I'm going to turn towards the yellow side, turn my waist, and then shift the weight back. Now I'm going to turn towards the arm side, turn my waist, and then shift the weight forward. So now turn to the yellow side to shift the weight back. Turn your waist to the arm side to shift the weight forward. Turn to the yellow, shift the weight back. And now we're actually bringing our hips through the full range of motion, right? A complete range of motion. And this is a tremendous Tai Chi exercise in itself, right? Because we're following the principles of keeping the body upright. We're separating the weight, called separate yin and yang. And we're also, using the waist to create the movement. The waist is leading or directing. Right? So that's an important principle of Tai Chi as well. Notice my arms seem like they're moving, and they are moving, but they're moving because I'm turning my waist, not because I'm moving my arms. So this is the first kind of real feel of how in Tai Chi, those arms are moving because of the way the whole body is moving together. All right, let's shift our weight over to the other side, or make our stance on the other side. So now let's do the turning. I turn to the arm side to shift the weight back, turn to the yellow side to shift the weight forward. Okay, turning to shift. Good. And again, arms are just along for the ride. I'm feeling myself as I'm doing this, relaxing, connecting up, and letting myself be strung together like we actually are. That we are strung together. Everything is interconnected. We're just allowing that interconnection to flourish, to express itself. Shift the weight forward, turn the waist, and shift the weight back. Turn the waist, shift the weight forward. Nice, deep, steady breathing. The mind, the third treasure. The mind stays noticing how it feels to shift the weight back and forth. That's good. All right, so let's do a little bit more on the other side again. We'll do a little bit more on each side, just a few cycles. And next week, we'll start adding the forms in with the different forms, harmonized yin and yang, brush knee, senshi, cutting a path to clarity, cloud hands we already know, and gathering earth and sky. So we'll learn them in this different stance, or some of them in this different stance, the bow stance and back stance. Let's step back and step forward. And then we'll also start learning the walking. And then we'll put the form, build the form together as we walk. Right? And that's Tai Chi, right? Is walking and doing these forms. I mean, it's all Tai Chi. But the walking, doing the forms when we walk, that's like the most advanced part of this form. But it's all good, and the health benefits are accessed to all of it. Okay, so again, if you're tuning in, my name is Dave. Each week, I'll do a brief half-hour training video, and we're building the skills and experience of doing the integral Tai Chi form. Right? So it's a beautiful, very simple form, and a quick way to access all the benefits of Tai Chi. So everybody have a great week, and hope to see you. Hope you are enjoying the videos, and be well.